Okay. We were muted the entire time. Streamlabs likes to do some wild things. Anyways, guys, welcome in. My name is Finkelstein. We're looking to get started up on some zombies today. Tyler, appreciate you dropping in, brother. Dropping that like, dropping that share. We said that at the beginning. Unfortunately, we're muted. I should have checked that. It is what it is, though. Welcome in, guys. Hope you're doing all right. We're gonna be getting into some zombies. I'm trying to get on a regular sleep cycle. Unfortunately, we couldn't continue to stay asleep, so we're up. We're gaming, we're streaming, we're hanging out. We're gonna have some fun. What I was just explaining is that we last night we weren't streaming it, but we did another boss fight on Terminus, and we managed to beat Patient 13 at like round 30, 31. And what I did notice is that this Arsenal Accelerator right here, this guy, was pretty nice, especially when we had our Aether Shroud. Use the Aether Shroud with the 2 shots, where you can use it back to back. And then you have it to where it'll shroud your teammates that are within close proximity. I was able to pop this after using 2 and got another 2 pretty quickly after, and I mean it absolutely came in clutch. Along with one of my teammates had Killjoy on, so I thought that was pretty good. I was thinking about trying to build a Gobblegum pack to fight the boss with just rares. I don't know if we could actually do that, not, but I think there's some potential. I don't know. Let's see. I think stock option might be better. Might be better to have than anywhere but either, because stock option would, it's like having a bottomless magazine until of course you run out of your stock ammo. Or we could do a spawn of max ammo. That might actually be a little bit better. Are there any more rare Gobblegums that we're missing? Need to get some more wall powers. Workaholic hidden powers. We burnt through all those. Trying to beat the boss the first time. We didn't even, I didn't even use any Gobblegums last time. One of the teammates did. They dropped a Killjoy, which came in very helpful. It was very helpful. Yeah, very helpful. What I'm getting at. Prestige 7, level 50. I don't even know. I think we're at like Prestige 5 or 6. I don't even know how you check that. Check that in like progression. Oh yeah, we're at Prestige 5. So we would need to get here. So there's what, 10 prestiges, and then we reach Master Prestige. Then we start ranking up there. So we're close to halfway. I haven't really been grinding though, so most of the grind has just been for camos. I'll show you all the strat that I've been using to get camos unlocked for these weapons. It can get a little boring, especially when you're sitting here grinding it out. But it's effective. It'll essentially get it'll get it done. I got all kinds of stuff. But this GPR I'm very impressed with. It's been an absolute savage weapon to use. How these zombies are already out. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to continue to grind as if we're going to do the main Easter egg so we get power unlocked. We get a round cap at around 10. I believe it's round 10. And then we'll just, I mean, it's essentially going to be about 30 critical kills a round. Doesn't seem like a whole lot. The rounds do manage to go relatively quick. And then you stack cash and pack a punch your weapon, etc. Full 9 yards. I just have to hang out here until we get the cache. See how this works. Alright. Now, this directed mode's actually pretty good too. If you're just trying to practice going through the motions of Patient 13. Because, I mean, it kind of does it in a... My goodness. I'll kill these. It kind of helps you go through the motions of completing the boss, main Easter egg, whatever you want to call it. And then, of course, if you don't know how to do it as well, this will walk you through the steps that you need to know to get it done. That's all we're doing right now, just grinding out crit kills. I should have probably already moved downstairs, but we want to kind of capitalize off of that double XP. Or sorry, that double essence. Yes, that's the only thing it doubles. Doubles up your essence. What I was thinking is, with that double XP, or that ×2 token power up, field upgrade, whatever the hell you want to call it, I feel like they should apply that to your essence, or sorry, your scrap as well. Because I mean, you don't get that many scrap drops anyways. So I think that'd be a real balanced way of getting you more scrap without going overboard. Because I definitely do feel like the scrap's a little limited. But I mean, it's not terrible. It's not undoable. You know, get your suppressor attachment. It'll help you spawn in some more loot. Brother. And then also not missing your headshots. That helps as well. What? I don't know if headshots have anything to do with salvage spawn. But there's potential there. I haven't looked at like any metrics on it or anything. Oh yeah, there we go. So you get all the generators unlocked. You jump down into this platform area. You go ahead and you raise that up, which we still got to raise it up a little further. But this is a good time. This is when I like to check for chests here. There usually some spawns. Now we're in directed mode, so majority of the Easter eggs or like hidden stuff is kind of disabled. There's actual notes on what all is disabled. I believe I was reading it the other day, so you can always check that out. I just Google searched it. I'm pretty sure they have it, like maybe if you go on to COD's website where they do the patch updates. I don't know if it's Raven Software, I think it is, or whatever. But I'm pretty sure they might have something on there that'll tell you. And I don't want to spend money on ammo. I'll finish out this round. Nope. Round finished. And then, so what you'll have to do is, I like to have a secondary, and for the reason why is you'll have to turn on the power here to get to the part of the strat that we're gonna use for headshots, critical kills, whatever. Just so I don't apply a ammo mod to my current weapon and lose out, or my weapon that I'm grinding and lose out on critical kills due to ammo mod kills, like this dead wire, what we have to use. So 3 different electrical panels there you have to hit on the way up. And then you come over here, a 4th, then a 5th. That'll open up this room. Which this guy will drop a key card. Which we should not have done that. We're gonna go down, but that's alright. Not worried about it. Ideally you want to kind of rope up the zombies. Get them out of the way first before you come in here. Don't do this. It's a good learning lesson. We're gonna kind of wait for them all to clear out here for a second. Got time. We didn't buy any perks or anything, so I'm not in a rush. Wait for these dudes to get out of here. We're gonna go ahead and pop this. Could have waited a little longer. Oh well. Kind of what you're seeing right now, minus, you know, the self, is gonna essentially look like what, you know, an hour of grinding is gonna look like to get all your headshots, your critical done. But it's gonna be in a much more controlled manner. This right now is very controlled. Just trying to dwindle down this round a little bit. Good to try and get rid of those ground dwellers sooner than later. You don't run into the same issues like getting knocked because you're not hitting the zombie that's attacking you, which you traditionally can't see when you have a pile of zombies on top of you. Okay, so we're gonna hold off on that nuke. I think we're gonna get greedy. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it after I need a little more cash. Go ahead. Once you get all the power turned on, you open up that room, you grab that key card from that body. Sometimes it'll spawn up on the desk. I don't know what triggers the desk spawn. But usually it comes from that body. You just take out that zombie. Holy shit. Okay. So that's something that happens every time once you grab from that case. At least it emits like a sound. That sound will cause those spider zombies, whatever you want to call them, to spawn. And then you'll essentially come back here. You'll load this guy right here. And then what you'll do is you'll just click to interact. Hang out here for a second. And what you're waiting for is all the zombies to clear this room. That'll essentially be your heads up to go do what we're about to do. Which, I need ammo, but it essentially does that. Lines up all these zombies. And you're capped at round 10. As long as you don't progress any further. Which, if you progress any further and increase the round cap, this won't be an option anymore. So right here is a sweet spot. Now, the amount of time you spend in this in a round will at some point it will eventually cause the thing to go into like a cooldown mode, but it resets every round. So the first couple rounds may be a little rough at the start, just because it takes a while to kind of tear down the wave. But like, you know, now we're at what, 9,000. We can go ahead and come over here, pack a punch this thing. So now we're pack level 1. Then what we're gonna do is at the start of the round, we wait. Alright, first set of zombies start to show up. We just interact with this, we just leave it here. But all these guys, like I said, there's like there's a timer on it. I don't know how long it is. It's a good amount of time. I don't know if there's like a total amount of times you can interact with it in a round for it to stop. But I know there's a certain amount of time. Because they do give you a good amount of time to solve the algebra problems here. These simple equations. Which, you know, I think there's like a thing that you can use to have online that'll allow you to essentially just plug in what shapes you have for each character, like the X, the Y, the Z, and it'll give you your answers, because it's the same algorithm, same problems every time. 2x plus 11, 2z plus y minus 5, y plus z minus x. So it's gonna get the same I guess algorithm. I don't know if I'm using the word correctly, but it's the same problems every time. So the only thing that changes is the values of x, y, and z. So they've figured out all the combinations for x, y, and z, and then created a little formula online where you can plug in everything. You can look it up, or you can go up there, pay 5,000 essence to get it done, or you can do the math on your own. Alright, it's pretty easy. I could actually show you all that here in a little bit. I won't do the math, but I'll show you that here in a little bit. For now, I'm gonna wipe this round down for alright, so we're gonna leave this guy up. I guess I could do a guided. We'll just do a guided deal through this, right? Essentially, once you pick up the that device from that case, you'll drop it here, and then you could do these ahead of time, but there are 3 different computers. You can see them marked on the map. You can do these ahead of time if you're passing them, but I mean, if you wanted to do it in order, you just go over here, you click. It doesn't matter what order you click the computers in, just at this point you'll need the computers on, and I'll show you why here in a little bit. There's 3, just like there are 3 characters, X, Y, and Z. The screens are essentially revealing what each X, Y, and Z shapes are. It'll give you the key that you need to figure out the problems. So you activate those. They're on. Objective's been updated. And what it's telling us is that we can go and pay. I want to say it's telling us that we can go and pay over there. Maybe it just wants us to solve. But you can go upstairs and pay for it if you wanted to. I'll show you where that's at. I've never done it. But basically, see, we get 3 different post-it notes. It'll give us the different shapes that are associated with X, Y, and Z. There's so on the left column, there's a board, and we'll actually back out of it real quick. These are your 10 place, and this is your 1 place, you know, based off of the shape. So let's see, X is, that's the black circle, whatever, going left and right, or oblong circle going left and right, and then the white one going up and down. Ow. Not gonna leave us alone. From out. So it would have been that one, right? 2, 0. So X equals 20. 2 times X, 40 plus 11, 51. So for the first problem, you would put in 51. And then it's so on and so forth. You do the same thing for Y, so y'all can kind of see it. I don't know how well on the left there. Y would be that X looking deal. I don't know. So it's 2 and 1, 21. So, and then you solve for Z. Z is what? 11. So it's 2 times 11, that's 22, plus Y equals 21, that's 32, minus 5. 31, 30, 29, 28, 27. So that's your next problem, is 53, 27. And then Y plus Z minus X. Not bad. If you have a notepad, it helps. Just so you can write down like X, Y, and Z so you don't have to remember them. Because that part is actually the pain. As long as you understand how you need to solve the problem, it's pretty easy. So then yeah, Y plus Z. Y we determined was 21. Z we determined was 11. Y plus Z, that's what, 32. Minus X, which we determined was where'd it go? 20. 32 minus 20. That's 12. So that'd be 53, whatever I said the middle one was, and then 12. And then you plug it in, hit it A, input, and then essentially you would wait. You would have to wait, depending on the round. You would have to either wait till round 9. If you solve this, say, on round 7, right? You would have to wait until round 9 for it to triangulate and solve, or and give you the next part of the mission. But like if you're on, say, round like 10 or 12 or whatever, if it's past round 9, it would solve the second. It would finish the second that you completed the round that you're currently on. Whenever you started the problem. And now we got pack 2 money, we can go increase our weapon rarity. Yeah, I really like this GPR, it's been pretty nice. Like I said, I ran, last night we ran Patient 13. Well, you know, beat the main boss. Just gotta kind of jump down here, get away from it. Right. So, but back to the strat at hand that we're doing. I mean, this is it. Wash, rinse, repeat. You know, every round it essentially resets. As you can see at the top right, we have our round cap at round 10. which will give us the opportunity to get about 30, I'd say, on average, as long as you're being consistent with your headshots. Give us on about an average of 30 critical kills per round reset. And this is all I do. I just strafe left and right. I try to aim a little above the head, at least for this GPR. I know the weapon's gonna kind of dictate how you're aiming, but that's what I like to do. I for sure just like to aim above the head, and that's pretty much with every weapon, because you're gonna have a little bit of spray in between, and you don't want your. I'd rather miss a few shots than to accidentally kill a zombie without a critical, because then it's just wasted potential. And we're already in this for the long haul, grinding these rounds out, so it's kind of like, I don't want to lose out the onesie twosies because they add up over time. I think we're about halfway. I think we were what? I didn't even look at the number. We were what, at like 400 or 500 criticals with this weapon, if I remember correctly. I did look at the number, but I didn't take down a mental note or whatever. Probably take down notes on headshots for weapons that I'm working before I get into the rounds, so I can do quick math while I'm in. Okay, so let's come over here. Then you'll just stack at this point, Alright, now I'm just gonna come over here. We're gonna increase our weapon rarity. Like I said, you don't wanna put one of these on here. It's gonna interrupt your ability to get more critical kills, because you either freeze one of them to death, electrocute multiple. They wind up dying doing the dead wire and napalm burst. Can't even. that one's kind of self-explanatory. You want to burn them out before you get the headshots done. Like I said, it's capped at round 10, so you get pack 3. You'll get your legendary rarity. But your weapon's gonna be more than sufficient enough to take down any zombies, even if you have a smaller mag, because once you pack out your weapon one time, it increases your ammo capacity. So like at 45, right? At 45 was my original magazine. It's really not that big of a magazine. I'd like a bigger one, honestly. But I packed it and it doubled my my magazine size, which is great. Now I got 90 rounds to put down this little cluster that builds up, which is just about all I need. Every once in a while I'll mess up and have to reload, but in between rounds like this, you can come over here, and just get jug in case I mess up. And I already burnt my self-revive, so we can always save up for that. You'll just keep stacking this way, and yeah, that's pretty much this is pretty much it, guys. So this is the way, at least, that I've been doing it on Terminus. There's another way. There's a couple ways to do it on here. There's some ways to do it on on Liberty Falls. I think there's probably about 2 or 3 ways now that still work pretty well. I know I've seen some other stuff come out. It seems like a lot of hassle. Honestly, I wouldn't go through personally. Getting everything set up, the conditions met, seems like more of a hassle than it's worth, because I mean, regardless, you still gotta get what, 2,000 criticals, so you're gonna be in there for a while. But I did watch one today, and I actually kind of wanted to try it out, see what it was like. Do that right now. So what they're doing is they're taking boat here, and this used to be a thing. On this map in a different spot. What they're doing is they're essentially just locking themselves in right here. What I did find was an issue with doing this though, is whenever the zombies can't reach you, they'll rip off parts of their flesh. And they'll rip off parts of their flesh and just yeet them at you. Yeah, that's no fun. Because you're gonna get hit behind that cover that we've built. And there's a couple things with this, you know, obviously. This thing's gonna explode at some point. Now, the map ones that spawn used to not despawn. The map ones that spawned used to not despawn. But I think they've patched that to where after they blow up, it will despawn. And then you'll essentially be out of a, you'll be out of your farming equipment, basically. That's what we're doing, you know, we're farming headshots right now. Yeah, see, he's leaning back right there, watch. If they'll do it. Yeah, see. They can also destroy this, you know. Gotta get that ammo before it's gone. So, I mean, this might be a viable option, especially if you're running regular zombies. Might be a viable option. I'm kind of curious if this thing will despawn. Do a little damage to it. Okay. So the thing used to be is you would drive it away from the spawn, essentially. You'd get your first one that would spawn map. You would drive it away from spawn, do a little damage. Okay, and then you'd spawn in another one, do a little damage to it, then go back to the second one. Sorry, you would already be on the second one at that point. So then you go back to the first one, and then after this one was destroyed, you destroy that first one after you got it in place wherever you're trying to do your thing at. So we'll see how long this works. Apparently, it does despawn. I haven't done this particular location. We have done the one down in the main terminal room, I guess you could say. We've done that one a few times. We didn't really do it so much for camos though when we were doing it. We did it honestly just for high round zombie killing. Trying to get more cash and stuff built up so we could take on the final boss. This was early, like early into the season. Oh, before the season, sorry. This is early into the game. So as you can tell, the boat's still here. And I'm yeah, see, there it goes, it despawned. So it's not a not for sure thing, you know. It's only gonna last for so long. But, I mean, with the price of the boats, you drop another 500 essence, you can roll another boat onto there. And you basically just want to make sure that you're watching the boats live. You would keep the next boat, not like what I just did. You would keep the next boat alive. Because the second that those get blown up, not the second, but usually pretty soon after they blow up, the ones that you buy, instead of the ones that spawn on the map, they'll despawn. So that is something to be aware of. That's something to, you know, take into account. We're gonna go ahead and pack 3. We got pack 3. Probably increase our weapon rarity. I'm maybe getting a little too okay. Yeah, we managed to do it without getting tore up. Thought I was overdoing it there. I probably should have waited a little bit, but it is what it is. But this strategy is still viable. And I think that it will be for a long time. For a while, at least. I don't know. Maybe after they drop the new map, we'll find something new and better. But you need time to solve these problems. Not everybody's going to be good at math. I don't expect everybody to buy these solutions. right? From the front. So like I said, I don't know how the front one works. I've never done it myself. What I do know is you go up top here. Give me a second. You'll go up top. I don't know if like you pay for it and then it's unlocked and you can just go do the thing, or if you have to write down some numbers. But basically, you can come to this guy and then Dr. Peck, right, and then hit X, and he'll calculate all the crap for you. Yeah. So you give him cash, he'll take care of it for you, and then but that's 5,000 essence, guys. And I don't know if y'all been grinding zombies like me, but if you have, chances are you're probably having an issue with cash and resources, etc. So dishing out 5,000 essence isn't exactly ideal. So what I would recommend is either A, pulling up the site that has where you can plug in equations. You can plug in the XYZ shapes, or just doing what I did and do the math real quick. It's not that bad. All you got to do is just write down XYZ's values so you don't forget, and then don't take too long inside that screen because it will time out on you. You will have to wait. If it times out on you, you will have to wait another round. And if you're trying to do early round boss fight, usually not ideal. Sky Oceanic. So let's see, where are we at on crits? So we have 484 criticals out of 557 elims, so not bad. Critical rate is 86.89. Not bad at all. Then I also run Aether Shroud, even during the strat too, right? So like if I didn't wanna, like if I had my Aether Shroud available to me and I still had that self-res, I could use that instead of going down like a dummy. But that was me getting greedy. That's alright, sometimes we get a little greedy, right? That's why I'm sitting here grinding camos like this. I'm greedy and I want the camos. Don't judge me. If you've tuned in this long and watched and listened to anything that I've said, you're on the same boat as me. Camos too. Want all the camos is what I want. I would like to be able to do the Pack-a-Punch camos on all my weapons in game. Pop that in, so I highly doubt we'll have enough time to really benefit from it, because it usually takes about 35 seconds to get all the zombies out of this room once you hit this the second round. The second that they start going out of their spawn zones, it takes about 30 to 35 seconds. Yes, I've timed it out. But I would say this is probably the most effective method. I mean, of course you can do it, like if you're trying to do high round stuff, if you're trying to get, high round games, you can just, grind out headshots during then. It's not gonna be as effective. I can tell you all that for sure, like, without a doubt, because, you're gonna find yourself fighting off manglers, fighting off this, fighting off that, while still trying to get critical kills. Now what does, I mean, you can do it, but I don't think it's as effective. I think that you'll spend more time just killing the zombies versus going for criticals. That's just in my opinion. That's what I've noticed. Something like this method seems to be about the most effective way to do it. And like I said, you can get one weapon done in about an hour. That's I think that's pretty good. 2,000 elims or 2,000 crits plus your specialties. That just depends if you know your specialties, like what are the conditions for that weapon. because I usually don't check, and even if I do, I really don't remember. So I usually have to back out. The good part about it is, if you're playing this solo, you can save your progress, right? Save your progress and come right back in your setup, right? I don't know if you can swap your weapon and then hop back in. I don't know if that's a thing. I doubt that it is. I don't think that it is. I think you just load in with whatever you had. So bear that in mind. So whatever you got on you in the match, if you're backing out and coming back in, you're more than likely going to be keeping that. I think there could be a way around it. Like if there's map weapon spawns, like you can buy off the wall, you have a zombie blueprint save. And if you haven't done this, go into your loadout screen, find whatever weapons that you're wanting to use that are in game as a wall buy, if you know where they're at. Edit that loadout, get it set up, you know, get your suppressor, get a good sized magazine. You can even do the CHIF barrel, CIH, whatever it's called, increases the headshot damage, and equip that as a zombie build. And you're on controller, it's either left trigger or L2 if you're on what was that, PlayStation controller, while you're looking at your loadout inside of the build menu. Or actually when you're looking at your blueprint, your built blueprint, it'll have an option to save it. I don't know what it is on PC, you can see it, it'll tell you like somewhere at the bottom middle of the screen whenever you're looking at the blueprint. We can show you all that here in a little bit. I just want to keep grinding out these criticals. We're what? Nah, we decreased on our crit ratio. I'm looking forward to this new map though. I hope that they make it as challenging, as fun as they did this boss round. This boss round was great. I did not have fun with it in the start because I got so close multiple times and died. And if y'all had watched any of my streams, y'all would be able to go back and, or y'all would know that. And I have the videos up too. You're more than welcome to go back and see them. Watch it through the stream or whatever, past streams where we've reached the end and couldn't finish it because of, you know, not being able to, just getting wrecked by the boss. Some of it was, a lot of it was just, you know, lack of knowledge, I guess, lack of experience fighting the boss, getting to that boss round, and really the first two rounds during the boss fight aren't the hard ones. The third one is the difficult one. A lot of spawn, you know, ground enemies. You get a lot of amalgams that spawn, a lot of manglers, and then, you know, just copious amounts of regular zombies and vermin and stuff. And then you got the tentacles around the backside that are always constantly launching the clouds of the poisonous gas, whatever you want to call it. So it can be a lot. What I would say is if you're having troubles beating if you're having difficulty beating the final boss, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Just keep grinding it. If you got a team that you're usually grinding with, you'll just keep at it. Enough tries will get you a success. I promise you that. We'll get you to the point where you can beat the boss. Feel free to, like I said, feel free to go through the directed mode. If you haven't even gotten to the final boss Easter egg deal, you know, maybe you don't. I don't even know where I'm going right now. I went to go buy a dead shot. Maybe you haven't gotten that far yet. Directed mode is I would say a great way to do it. To at least get it down. I mean, unless you want to watch some videos, kind of what I did. I'm not gonna lie. I watched videos on doing it. Because it was early. Like there wasn't a whole lot of knowledge out about. You know, we were looking at Easter eggs, and then, you know, hey, oh, there's the main boss one, and this and that. I'm like, oh shit, alright, well, let's do this. So that's kind of how that came about. Um, but with this directed mode, it's great. I would say it's a viable option. Be able to need to go get speed cola. The speed cola is kind of what I look at. I get speed cola, deadshot daiquiri, jug. Stamina up's kind of good. Oh. I guess they were trying to catch me slipping. They gotta catch me slipping by the door. We could go down that way. Down this way. But yeah, if you're gonna be doing this, if you're gonna buy any perks, Coca-Colas, these are what I would recommend. I would get jug just in case, you know, you take a couple hits, whatever. I would get B cola and deadshot. Stamina up's kind of like a plus. You know, it help you run around, stay moving faster, longer, further, whatever you want to call it. All right, time to move. I'll go ahead and open this. Probably should have bought some ammo. Well, we got more spots that we can buy ammo from. Little dig spots too, if y'all didn't know that. There's a couple shovels around the map that you can pick up. One of them's in the other cave that I was in, opposite of this one. Kind of about 3/4 of the way down, going from the top down. You may have seen me pick it up, I don't know if you did or not. But it's down that cave. There's one on one of the islands. I think it's the island where you do the purple orb at. There's one outside of the left side cave, which we were trying to pick up earlier. Grab this ammo. Go ahead and round these zombies up. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, there's dig spots all around the map. On the islands for sure, inside of the caves, both left and right cave. And I think that's it. That's all that I know of anyways. There's more, feel free to let me know, but I think it's just the islands and the caves. They'll spawn in every round, what I've seen. How many is kind of subject. It's like sometimes you could have one, sometimes you can have, I think I've seen even 3 in a location. I just bought ammo too. Typical Call of Duty. Act what? Yeah, this is it. You know, if there's a secondary that you're looking at, might be a good option too if you have the setup to grind those out as well. You know, so you don't have to go back through the process, getting this set up, selecting a different weapon, etc. Like I said, building zombie blueprints that you can pick up off the wall will help. Obviously, not every weapon is in the game. That's in the game is inside of zombies that you can buy off the wall, but this will help kind of mitigate the setup process and get some of those other weapons done. If you're grinding for camo mastery, you got to get them all. You know, like Pokemon over here, you got to catch them all. Got to catch them all, right? Got to catch all these camos. This will be... How do you weapon inspect? Does anybody know? Oh, there we go. Off a semi. Back on full auto. Yeah, now, I mean, we're pack 3. We're, you know, legendary rarity. And then it's essentially the grind like this. This is what it is. This is the grind. It's this process, and you know we might honestly swap over to a regular Terminus round. Still grind out the headshots, the criticals that we need. Just for pure pleasure. I know this isn't exactly the funnest thing to watch. Trust me, I take no pleasure in doing this. Yeah, I think our crit rate, yeah, by 82 stayed the same. We're at 713 crits out of 863 elims. We're not gonna count our jackal. We just picked it up to have extra gun to use the electrical thing on. So yeah, we're right back at it. I would say this is the best method out now for criticals, for headshots, for grinding. I mean, I don't know how how viable this is for like XP grinding. I mean, maybe you get more XP for all these kills. I don't know how much more. I think probably get more XP overall for doing regular rounds. More than likely, but I could be wrong. I haven't really done much math in that division. I haven't really figured out, which one would provide you more XP. I know I've managed to get decent XP out of this, and if y'all aren't already doing this and y'all do have double XP tokens, like for general XP, whatever, what just happened? You can pop these right before a round end, right? So if you're grinding out, you're trying to get battle pass, if you're trying to get a weapon leveled up, you're trying to get this. Instead of popping them live before the round starts, right? You want to pop them right before the round ends, like when you're in that that final out screen, everybody can see their kills, their essence gathered in the game, etc. That's when you want to pop it. If you got like the little 15-minute ones, that's when you want to use them, because that's when you're gonna get the most bang for your buck. Because yes, if you have double XP triggered while you're in, I don't know if it actually like actively works while it's in, but I know it actively gets used while it's in. And if you have it active at the end when it does the final calculations, you will get that double XP, that 2 times XP at the end. So I would say that's the most effective way to do it. Dropping your XP token at the end of the match before you go to lobby. Try to use 15-minute ones, if you have them. Refrain from using some of the higher ones. Just because, that's just wasted time. You could be in an actual matchmaking match getting that XP instead of, pending games and stuff, trying to get back into zombies, etc. But I would say the XP grind is better in zombies than it is inside of multiplayer. And the reason why I say that is because you can grind out high rounds like this and really pack down on that XP. I mean, I'd say in like a 45-minute period, maybe an hour, let's say an hour, with the double XP token, I can drop it right at the end, use just one 15-minute one, in an hour, one 15-minute one at the end of the round, and get 100,000 XP easily. And I'm not even that good of a player, so it really all just depends on how high of a level you're at when you're at the end of the grind, when you go to the calculation screen at the end, how many zombies you killed, etc. And just not forgetting that double XP. Drop it right at the end, and I mean, you'll be climbing through the ranks. We don't play that often right now. We're at 5th prestige, and we stopped for a while at the previous prestige. We didn't level up. Should have, but we didn't. We were more concerned about beating Patient 13. But It's all part of the experience. It's just that slow grind to success, right? I still got to get all my multiplayer camos. We got gold on ARs, SMGs, shotguns, LMGs, and I think marksman rifles. We still gotta do snipers, pistols, melees. Oh, we got launchers too. We may not have finished, actually. We may not have finished the battle rifles. I may have just lied. I don't think we finished the battle rifles. I think we still have like one more left, maybe two. We completed the first one for sure. We may have completed the second one. I think there's only 3, if I'm not mistaken, right? It's the DMR-10. It's the... I don't even remember the other 2. What's wild to me is that the Goblin is not classified as a marksman rifle. The AR at the end, I think it's like the last one you unlock. That gun sucks. I don't know if anybody likes it, I apologize, but me, Goblin sucks. I don't like it. I don't know, maybe it was just when I played with it, you know, it was early on, like I wasn't even prestige level 1 yet. So it was not too long after the game came out. But regardless, I didn't like it. I don't like single fire weapons anyways, as it is. I'll put up with like burst weapons. I actually like those. They're not too bad. But you know, it's like just a single fire marksman rifle styled weapon, just it doesn't work well. And I say that because I also suck at sniping. I can't, you know, I'm not a great sniper by any means. Maybe it's because I don't play with them enough. I already have a hard enough time aiming as it is. Last thing I need is 1 bullet to try to hit a single headshot or something to that extent, especially when you're running camos. So I really don't want to do snipers, but in order to get mastery camo, I have to do the snipers because I can't get past, what is it, diamond. If I don't get it, I don't do it for them. It's a thing I've been avoiding. All right, it's a thing I've been avoiding. Why? You know, we'll just get diamond. It'll be okay. We don't need anything past diamond, right? I seen there's a way to put custom camos essentially on any weapon. I saw it a while back. I never really looked into it, but you can essentially get whatever camo you want onto any weapon. Of course, you have to have the camo unlocked to put it on a weapon, but you can do it on any weapon. The thing is, though, it's not like it speeds up your process on the camo grind in that weapon, right? So, like, you may still have that camo on that weapon, like if I put diamond on a sniper, right? But I'm not at a diamond level of completion, so I'd still have to go through, you know, all of those steps to get it past, you know, diamond for everything, because you have to, what is it, 33 weapons? 33 weapons you gotta have diamond before you can start working on spine. And then you gotta have all 33 of those spine before you can start working on dark matter. It's kind of wild. But maybe we just suck it up and pick the sniper up. This is the strat. I mean, we're what? I can't tell how long are we in the game. Stream started. We got into the match. Probably took us about 10 minutes, maybe. I'd say we're probably about 45 minutes, maybe in, or take. And we got, what? Let's go to the actual one. 889 crits. So I'd say we gotta be less time than that into the match. Is there another way to check the match time? Anybody? I'm not seeing it. I don't know if there is. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. If there is, oh yeah, it's right there. I was just looking at it. All right, match time. So we've been in 54 minutes and we've gotten 889 crits. We were already at like 4 or 500. So, I mean, we're getting close. We still got a ways to go. We did kind of mess around earlier. So, I mean, I'm not going to really count this time as being accurate. I would say we lost probably about 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes of playtime of just doing this. So our numbers are off a little bit. I would say we're closer to probably about the 42-minute mark. Time spent in game, maybe, doing this specific. And then that's not even counting setup time, right? So like if we count setup time, or sorry, that is counting setup time. So if we take the setup time off, that's what, probably another 7, 8 minutes, probably more, 9, 10 minutes. I would say relatively we're about 40 minutes into doing this specific method without any added extractions. Oh, nice little max ammo. Right after we buy ammo, it's every time. Every time. So, but yeah, that's how it goes. Give me 1 second, guys. We'll be right back. That should pause. It does. Okay. Be right back. Gotta use the bathroom. for the wait. Let's see. Back into it, we were what out? 5 minutes. Alright. So we're back into it. Y'all know the deal. Doing this, waiting. Get these zombies out of the spawn, right? Boom. Activate the screen. Alright, cool. We wait. Now, we could potentially do the boat deal. I think this one is definitely more manageable this way. I think there is some potential for higher amounts of kills with the boat one that I just showed y'all. Obviously, we still have to keep up with the boat, you know, once it explodes, and you know, go getting another one, setting it back up, etc. Not getting blown up by it, not getting hit by flesh from the zombies, and then, you know, wash, rinse, repeat, and keeping up with ammo too. Keeping up with ammo, it's a little further. For here, all I gotta do is run, boom, and I got ammo, right? The other one, I think the closest ammo is below, or is just above, at this first ramp going into C Tower. So that would be the closest ammo. I mean, it's not terribly far, honestly, but you know, it is a bit of a travel. And you know, if you're locked in behind there and you got to go out and get ammo, you still have to worry about coming back, and is your boat gonna be there, right? And then I don't know if y'all done it yet, but if I'm trying to clear like an exfil spot, dude, I will use that damn boat and knock out hordes of zombies. Because the boat is actually kind of OP. If y'all haven't done it yet, if y'all haven't tried using the boat to just run over zombies, do it. I would highly suggest trying it at least. I mean, it's an actual, I would say it's an actual strategy. Especially considering, if y'all have exfilled from this map, y'all know usually the exfil room is up there by stamina up, and then it usually sends you to an island. Yeah, like I haven't done an exfil at anywhere else other than an island. And to get to the island, you need a boat. And there's boat spawns at the islands too. You can literally just take the boat, run it at high speeds, and knock out hordes of zombies. I kind of want to show y'all that here in a little bit. I'm going to show y'all that here in a little bit. Once we just reached Slate on this one, so we're not too far off. We gotta get Purple Tiger. I may honestly just go ahead and back out and show it to y'all, and I'll just grind the camo while I'm in game. We may do that. I want to show y'all. We'll do like a high round. Try to do like a high round game. We'll get this knocked out. We do need to look at the specialties anyways, so it wouldn't be a terrible option. For what, 1,000? I said we had probably about 400 or 500 already. So we're probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about 1,400 crits. I would say about 1,400 crits. I would say that's probably a modest number. So we still essentially have another 500-600 to go. I do want to get that number a little closer because I did some higher round games yesterday attempting to get more headshots, and I really only got about 200-300 crits, and that got me at around what, 26, or no, we exfilled, so it would have been like, I think we exfilled at like 31 was what it was, and I only got like a couple hundred criticals. This strategy though, I mean, it's consistent. That's the best part of this strategy. It's consistent. right? There's a method to the madness. You can control it. You can damn near break it down math-wise. You know how many of these it'll take, how many iterations of doing this it'll take. Reach your weapons 2,000 count, and I think I did the math on it. It's something like doing this 66 times, right? 66 times a weapon. That's like it's essentially like it's an hour and like, you know, 6 minutes, or hour 1.1 1/6 hours. So let's see, a fifth is what, 5 minutes. So like just over an hour and 5 minutes to complete out just the 2,000 headshots, not to get gold, just to get the 2,000 criticals. So you probably throw another 30 so minutes on the back end of that for the specialties, because they're usually like, you know, you gotta have either a special ammo mod, or you gotta have your weapon pack a punch to a certain level. Is usually what it is, to be able to receive those specialty camos. And then it's like, sometimes it can be like rapid kills, like 10 kills, you know, or 5 kills 10 times rapidly, or 10 kills 15 times rapidly. And then for sure, it's 10 kills 15 times rapidly on gold, what it is. We'll look at ours here in a little bit. Waiting to see that purple tiger. Once we see that purple tiger, we're gonna back out. We'll go into a we'll save. We'll go into a regular match, and we'll continue the grind there. Oh, I haven't been able to get this Easter egg. I mean, the basketball shouldn't be here on this anyways, but oh no, it is. I haven't been able to do this Easter egg though. I can't get it. I can't hit the right angle on it. Oh, most of the time I can't even shoot the damn basketball. I don't know how some people get the angle on it. Try it here in a minute. Usually I just whiff it, miss every time. The ball just like it's flat. I flatten it or something. Just rolls off the edge and bounces a little. Level that up. Alright. Here. Supposed to be like... Apparently it works pretty well with the shotgun. I've tried it with the shotgun, I've tried it with LMG, I've tried it with a bunch of different... Tell you what's really good, the Combat Axe. If y'all haven't given that a try, it's actually pretty solid. Combat Axe is pretty nice. Might show y'all what the drill does too. We may pack that out. Pack it, we use it as our secondary. We'll pick up a secondary. Get this up to legendary. Oh, I don't have Void unlocked yet. 10k on that one. Plus things downstairs. Up here. Let it come upstairs. We'll go get oh, we could have just jumped down actually. Go get a melee macchiato. Jump down. Go scoop up melee. I should have just jumped down is what I should have done instead of bringing it up. Or I have to go all the way around. So, getting this up you know, legendary melee macchiato and packing it out is ridiculous. It is wild. Trying to see if there's any quick picks for loot. Those dig spots that I was talking to you about. I don't know if this way is faster or just going up the ramp. I haven't really tested that. That way may have been a little faster actually, but I'm not entirely sure. Over here, we'll pack it out real quick. Oh, there's another one? Yeah, but at this level, I mean, it insta-kills a lot of shit. It takes down manglers, like, in 2 hits. It breaks their armor, breaks their, you know, pops their headgear off. And then the second hit usually just kills them. Between 2 and 3 hits. At round, like, 30. Now, from what I've heard, what I've read, what I've seen, the max damage cap is at 55. So I don't know how it performs at that level. I don't know how it will perform at that level. I mean, I don't really know how much, you know, meleeing you want to do at round 55, but if you do that and then have the Aether Void, what? These zombies. Are you the last one left? I guess he was. But if you know, pack 3, make it legendary, and then do the Void one on it that teleports them randomly, it's actually pretty OP. Real. Oh, I guess I did hit it off, but managed to not make it through the hoop. There's got to be a method to it, though. Gotta be a method to it. There's always a method to the madness. I know it used to, every pellet, essentially, you'd use it with a shotgun, every pellet that it would hit, it would multiply the amount of essence that would come out of the hoop when you landed it in there. I know they patched that. I forget the number it's locked at, but it's locked at a certain number now. I think it just, and I don't even think it matters how many rounds actually hit it. It's just locked at that amount, whatever that amount is. That up. So we're 1177. Profit sharing and soda fountain. Not bad. Those are great perks. Coca-Colas. They're great to have. But yeah, this is my life off stream. Trying to get these camos. My life off stream. Figure I'd show y'all this just for at least one gun, so y'all can see kind of how the whole thing works. Essentially, how long it takes per weapon. Kind of the breakdown, the methodology behind it. What I do in terms of getting to this point, my whole spiel on it. Obviously, there's probably better ways out here to do this. Honestly, if you're just good at zombies and you can hit headshots pretty easily, you know, maybe grinding regular matches would probably be just as effective, maybe even more so. Especially since you'll have more zombies to shoot at. You know, you'll have Rampage Inducer too, which will increase the amount. I think it increases the amount. I know it increases how fast they come out of their spawn and how fast they run too. It may increase the amount of zombies as well. I'm not entirely sure on that. I have to look that up. But you have a lot of options there. You know, you also have. I want to say that there's a higher count of zombies that come out whenever you're running more than one person, whenever you're not solo, and I think it increases as the player count in the game increases. So if you load into a match for like 4 people, You got like 2-3 people sucking wind the entire time. Like, good scenario is like, you know, you maybe have one good person in there that's helping out. Like, even if you don't, let's just say they get tired of playing and they back out. From what I've noticed is that your round stays committed to loading in 4 people's worth of zombies. Now, obviously, you will have people load in at a later point, at some point, I think. But I think after a certain level, they stop loading in. You're just kind of SOL, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I've really only ever had people load into my game at low rounds after people have dropped from games, whether they disconnected or left or whatever the case is. So I really don't know too much about them spawning in, like how, you know, if there's a level cap where people won't spawn into your games anymore when you have squad going. But could you imagine spawning in fresh on like a level 30, 35, 40 game? And just, alright, then you're basically just beating feet. They do give you a good amount of cash, I would say. I think at like 25 plus, they give you 29,000 essence. I don't know how much salvage they give you. I didn't really pay attention to that too much. But I know with the essence, it's like 29,000 you get when you spawn in like a later round. The only reason why I know it could actually be different if you're coming from outside in, but I know if you're in the game, if you die, like lose everything and then the round resets, that's how much they were giving me at like round, it was like close to 30. Something like that. So it could be a little different. You could get more or less depending on if you're coming into the game new. I would say you wouldn't get less. I would think they would give you more, if anything, because, you know, you're fresh to the round, you're just playing with randos. But I don't know. Yeah. I haven't tested that. Sometimes I feel like they give you regular elims just to jack with you, because I definitely feel like some, but more of these than not are crits. I just don't get them. I would say we're probably in the range of about 200-ish more. Maybe about 200-ish more. Then we'll have Purple Tiger. Purple Tiger, then we'll back out. And then we'll just grind, because at that point elims will be over, or crits will be over, and then we can just focus out the special camos, and then the final for gold, or what is it? I forget what it's called in this. Not just gold, it's something else. Cool. You get the gist of it. That zombie out of here. Definitely probably messed that last one up on a crit. A zigged and zagged across his body. 1306. We're at 1306. Let's see how many we get. Should be about 30. We'll probably be at like 1338. I'm gonna say 1338. Say we'll get about 32 headshots or criticals when we finish this round. Maybe even 1340. I don't know. I'm gonna say 1338. We're gonna be. See where we're at. 1331. So we fell short. We fell short of the 30 mark by 5. So we got what, 25? I did come out of there a little squirrely though, I'm not gonna lie. Double ones on me. So we can't be too far. We really gotta be knocking on 2,000 door right now. Need it to answer. Maybe get it either this one or the next one. This round or the next one. Really don't even want to say round because the round's still 10. But I would just say this iteration. This cluster. We were at 31. That put us at, so we got 26. Maybe my math was a little off. I was getting 30. About 30 around. So we're probably looking at like an hour 15 for mediocre aim on getting elims this method. For getting all 2,000. I didn't see the camo pop up yet, so probably still short. I have been known to miss things, so if y'all did see it, they traditionally pop up where my head's at, so you probably didn't see it. But we may be close to being done or already done at this moment. I'll find out. Imagine, right? Yeah, I've seen a lot of people use the Aether Shroud, the forward shot ability, to gain access to different lag spots in the maps, do different strategies. I know there's like 2 at least that I can think of on Liberty Falls. There were a few more, actually. There were a few more. I've seen it done. Seen it done on the shed, the groundskeeper shed. I've seen it done inside the top floor on the chapel area, the church area, where that, forget his name, sits at. The main, I guess I would say the main protagonist for the Easter egg on Liberty Falls. So bold. Also inside the store, the comic book store, you can get into the roof area up there. I haven't tried either of these. I've seen them, but I haven't tried them. May try it just to see. I want to see if they're legit and if they're still viable. If they're still a thing. May do that. Funsies. Might do it for funsies. Just to say we did it before they patch it. As I know, I'm pretty sure with the Citadelle to Morts coming out, like what, next week or something? I think it's like next week on the, I believe the 6th or 7th. When that comes, 5th? No, it's the 5th. Whichever day it is. When that comes out, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have some more fixes. They may even have some patches before then. In preparation. If they're smart, I would probably prepare it beforehand, but I don't make the rules. Follow them. That round was kind of weird, huh? They spread out a little sporadic there, wasn't it? 1,400. I mean, we've got to be pretty close. I don't remember how much we had before going into this. That's what we do need to do. We take note of that check your even might even pin it as a comment. I just dev aired. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god. Dev aired from. Alright. Oh well. Let's see. I need to actually check my graphics settings because they like the. Okay, they didn't. Sometimes they'll revert it back to the exclusive, full screen exclusive, and anytime I alt tab over, the whole game just like shits the bed. But we can check our stuff now, since we don't really have an option. Oh, bro, we were right there. We were right there. We can finish that up in game though. We can get some more crits and finish it out. 300 M's. We need cryo freeze and 100 with by your tactical equipment. Okay, so stuns. Probably gonna run stuns. Let me get a little list here actually, so I don't forget. Got. That 52 more crits. 2 crits. Got 300 elim cryo freeze. Cryo. Then 100 elims. While affected by. So we can knock out the crits and then essentially do the elim cryos and tacticals at the same time. Essentially. That's gonna be the idea. Okay. Dude, I wonder why we did. Your last match ended unexpectedly. A temporary save file was created. Do you want to continue? Yeah. What? Is that a quality of life change, or because I've never dead aired in this portion of the game, so I don't know if that's like a quality of life change there. Like if they've added that to save your ass whenever you dev air out, or if it's always been that way. I don't know. I'm not sure what the not sure what the case is there. About to find out. At 2,500 elims, so we don't need that much more. We need to get cryo. Let's just go ahead and get cryo. Knock that out. Fuck. Oh my god. We bought. Why? Why did we do that? I don't know why we just did what we just did. I'm sorry. You'll have to excuse me, guys. My brain's broken. And then we need tacticals. Okay, we got 5. Shit. Let's go ahead. We'll build them back up. I can't believe we dev aired. That's actually wild. I haven't seen that. No, I take that back. It's happened to me 2 other times, but not this way. I dev aired. I don't know. The game was just running like shit. The game kicked me out. I don't know. An activity issue or something. I couldn't tell you. Okay. 52 more, so it's gonna take probably about 2 more rounds to get our crits done. Have these crits done, and then we'll do cryo freeze. What I'll do with the cryo is At the start of the round, I'm gonna yeet out one of these concussion grenades. I think that's what I got. Into the group, and then I'm gonna just mow them down. I think that'll be a solid option there. We'll just wrap this gun up at this point. Might as well. It saved our file, so why not, right? We're able to go out and check, see what we needed to do, write it down so we don't forget. I actually came at a pretty decent time. If there was a good time to dev error out of a game, that was it. That was a good time to do it. And for it to save our file too. Oh wow. This game has been notorious for deleting files. I expect they'd go out of their way to save. Fuck. Flex the shit that beforehand. Rip. Oh, but maybe a couple more. Should have that purple tiger. Maybe work cryo. So 330 rounds. So we're gonna essentially have to do 10 more rounds after we reach purple tiger to finish this out. 10 more rounds. Fortunately enough, I had a metric shit ton of salvage due to doing this multiple rounds. It's wild. Came up. I bought, what did I buy first? I bought Deadwire, then I bought Napalm, then I bought freaking Cryo. I've got problems. That should be it. Oh yeah, we just got Purple Tiger, so. Alright, cool. Oh, Purple Tiger has been unlocked. That's good. So I mean, what's our round count? It's 4 minutes, and we left off at like an hour 10, or like an hour 15. So basically, what I quoted y'all, about an hour 15 is how long this strategy takes. You know, if you're really knuckled down and you don't deviate too much, you know, other than like ammo pools and keeping it going, should be able to get it done within an hour. I would say about an hour. It's an hour and like 5-6 minutes as the ideal time frame. And what we're gonna do here is yo, Rehan, what up, man? Appreciate that like, dude. How you doing? Haven't seen you in a minute. Good morning, day, evening, night. Not sure what time it is for you, and we need ammo. Messing up. Out here for a second. Let them gather. Nice one. Yeah. We're grinding camos, brother. About it. We'll be going for high rounds, but try and get this camo wrapped up. We'll probably do some high rounds after. Guess who's back? We're finished with crits, but it's the fastest way to put down a zombie right there. This is it. This is the strategy. Let's see, time for death montage. Oh yeah, no. Nah, you're not gonna see that now. I mean, we did go down like early. We got a little too confident. I would say we got a little too confident, but we didn't die though. Just we went down. We had to self-revive. I've read that montage. Yeah, that's a possibility though. We're probably gonna be playing some high round games here in a little bit. Once we finish up this camo. Once we finish up the... I don't even know what it's called. Is it Opal? Like, whatever the gold version... Whatever the zombies version of gold is, I forget. Literally spawn camping them. Absolutely. Fucking giving it to them. They're not appreciative of it at all. Now this is the best strat that I've found to get camos done. It's tedious. I wouldn't say tedious. Yeah, it's probably tedious. And it's a little boring. It gets a little boring, especially when you've got to go through this essentially 33 times. Okay, so I think that's the frost blossom. Okay, yeah, that was the cryo freeze. So pretty sure that was the cryo freeze one. I may be wrong. I figured the tactical one would come first, but that's not. The tactical one's where I gotta stun them and get the kills. Stun, or you know, just with the tactical in general. So it could be a stun. Be a flash grenade. I don't know what other one could really affect them tactically wise. Maybe the chime monkeys. Those could probably work. Groups them all together and just blows up. But no, because that would kill them. You would have to kill the zombies while they're being mesmerized by the chime monkey. Are you even gonna die with this plan? No, not at all. Not at all. There's 0 deaths involved with this plan. At least that's the idea, right? We can still let little shits like that get past us and take a hit or two, but... No, we're capped at round 10. You know, it's not going to go any higher. We can just interact with this thing to put us essentially in God mode. Then there's usually only about 30 to 40 zombies, give or take, that spawn, so manageable with one magazine. We've pack 3'd our our gun. It's at legendary rarity, and we've got bukus of cash and salvage. So I mean, we're pretty set. Number 1 camper, absolutely, dude. Hey, so, somebody get the marshmallows and chocolates. All right, get that. I'll get the campfire going. You know, you roast some marshmallows over here. We're camping super hard. Now we'll do. We're gonna be doing some high rounds. I'm about to be finished with this camo. I figured we'd be. I didn't see the other one pop up. I think we've already finished the both of the specialties. Here, let's save and quit real quick. So when you're running solos, this is the plus. You can save and quit and return to your game back where you left it. Whether you're on regular or directed mode. This is directed mode. That's why there's round caps depending on how far into the main quest you've gotten. I guess we could have popped a double XP there, but yeah, right. Yeah, well, it's only 21,000. So okay, so we didn't finish the other specialty camo. Where are we at with that? Okay, so we only need, what is that? 69 more. That's just with the cryo freeze mod. That's weird. You'd think the Frost Blossom would have been the cryo freeze. I mean, Frost, cryo freeze would have made sense, but no, it's not. It's this one. Okay. So yeah, we can wrap that up. We can do the cryo freeze mod. We can finish that in our little match, and then we can do the 10-15 rapidly. Zombies, let's go. Someone get a tent. We're not having it. We're not leaving this until we die, which is never. Might want to bring some snacks too. Speaking of, I'm getting a little freaking hungry. I don't know about y'all, but I think I'm about to go eat something in the microwave real quick. I think that's what is that. That is definitely not my weapon. There we go. Okay. Thing looked disgusting. Let's see if it resets our timer. Because I know our pause timer was like 10-ish minutes or whatever. You get a max 15 minutes to pause in game. I don't know if it resets when you save and quit. But it is a good thing. If we do have that timer, we're just gonna pause real quick. Get the game loaded in so we can finish this out. We already have cryo freeze attached, so we'll finish that out. Oh, it put me way down here. Or way back up at the top. That's crazy. Is it making... Dang, no way. Oh, we started a new one. Oh, we fucked up. Alright, get me out of here. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think we just started a new one. We may have just screwed up. Yeah, I think we did. What was this? I don't think this was, I think we loaded into a regular match. Yeah, rip. Tell me about it. Idiot. Directed. Save file. Okay. Looks like it may have saved. Saves get deleted when you enter the match. Okay. Okay, so it looks like it may have saved. We weren't able to save in that last match. New map, new plan. The new plan is called Death. Nah, dude. There's probably gonna be a lot of dying when the new map drops. A considerable amount. It's coming out on the 5th, though. That Citadelle to Morts. It's supposed to be coming out on the 5th of December. So, here in like a week or something. Let's see. Okay, cool. So it put us back where we were. Yeah. Next Thursday. Next Thursday. And then they're supposed to be dropping double XP here pretty soon. Today. It's supposed to be dropping today for the weekend. Ready for that. Ready for double XP, man. So nice. Help me get through some more of these, help get me through some more of these, prestiges. Then, on top of that, they're doing double, I think it's double gobblegum. Well, it's either double or they've increased the drop rate. Doubled the drop rate, is, if I'm not mistaken, of gobblegum. So we'll get more gobblegum. And that's good, because with the new map coming out on the 5th, we're going to need to stack. Hit that combo backwards. To grab the double XP first. Or the double X. 2 times. We can honestly just do this without the thing, because I mean, it's only round 10. The other way, it kind of forces the spawn to be like right there. So they group up. And I don't have a whole lot of them just kind of straggling, hanging out wherever they want. Drop that nuke. Never mind, old plan called. Eternity is back. Scratch that. Back to the old plan. Could take y'all through the rest of the boss fight. Do that. Let's see how far along we could get. We'll do the math real quick, actually. Alright, let's see if the numbers stayed the same. I don't think they did. 20 is for X. Alright. X equals 20. Y is equal to 21. And then Z is equal to 11. Got 2 times X, it's 40, plus 11, that's 51. So 51 is the first problem. 2 times Z plus Y, 2 times 11 is 22 Y. That's what, 43 minus 5. 2, 41, 49, 38. I have to count on my fingers, okay? Get off of me. Okay, and then we have the last problem, which is Y plus Z minus X. Y plus Z is 21 plus 11, that's 32. Minus X, 32 minus X, minus 20, it's 12. So then, yeah, so there we go. And basically what happens is we finish that, right? And I think we're as good as we're gonna get for that. So, all right, there's our Night Stalker camo. Now we're just doing the, now we just need to do the kills. What is that, 10 kills consecutively 15 times? Or vice versa. Aim for 15 kills. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy our GS45s. We're gonna swing on down over here because we're gonna do the main boss fight. Might as well at this point. I like to have these for sure. We finished the cryo mod, so I'll probably swap the cryo mod as well. Then we're gonna get our rarity up for our pistols. Let's do the pistols first. Go ahead, we'll get this guy up. We'll do fire mods on this. Okay. And then put mod on this one. We're gonna probably do fire on it as well. We'll do fire mod on that one as well. Going over here, we'll pack 3 of this out. Wait for this to come back up. While we do that, we're gonna run down, so we're going to be here for a long time. Yeah, you're damn right. Very long time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come down here, we'll grab a PhD flopper. So I mean, the strategy that I've been using is actually could be a good one. If you wanted to get your weapons upgraded and everything upgraded for the boss fight, main boss fight. So I mean, you can use it as a camo grinding strat. Use it as a boss grinding strat. If you're running solo on regular, you can do it, but it gets a little dicey when you have to start dealing with manglers, amalgams, etc. So once you finish a round, after you solve this past round 9, you can pick it back up out of the machine, and then we'll go do the next part of the boss. So we're gonna have pack 3 of these. Got our Mustang and Sally. Blow these. Guys up. Get our ammo going here. And then what we're gonna do is we move from there once we have this. Could have gone down the other way. Oh well. Hop in the boat. Right. And we're gonna go left. Gotta go to the first. I forget they have markers here on guided mode, so. Or directed mode. Another thing to check when you're at these islands, and if you're using the Mustang and Sally, you want to kind of, sorry, Sally and Fourth, kind of want to park your boat away from where you're going to be fighting at, just so you don't blow it up and have to buy another one, especially if you're short on cash. But you want to check around the shore on these different islands that we're going to be going to, because there's going to be loot. Right now it really doesn't matter too much to us because we got what we need. And you'll take the harmonic resonator, you'll drop it into the thing there. This me off. Now what you want to do here is, because you're not going to, a lot of times you won't be as high of a grind as me, or you won't be as high of a rarity, etc. as I am currently. So it might be a little difficult to get these. I want to give me the energy. Come on. Let's pick this up and drop it in here. That was the idea, right? You want to lead the zombie that gets infected, this one right here, to the orb, right? And then you want to kill him while he's on top of it, so you don't have to carry the orb. The orb does is it slows you down, that ball of power or whatever. Slows you down, and you only have access to essentially one hand while you're attempting to deposit it. So we got a round cap of round 12. I don't even know where we parked the boat. Boat, come back. Then we'll flip around. We got to go over to the next island. It's essentially going to be wash, rinse, repeat. With these next ones. Gotta see if there's a. Most of the Easter eggs are will not work during this mode because it's directed. It's a little more, I guess, user friendly. Like I said, once we get to the islands, we're gonna be checking for loot. This is a usual loot spawn right here. We're up by the gas. Let's get over here to the other side. I want to check for loot spawn. They see me die here. Alright. One thing to note, if you're out in the water, if you're out there too long, that tentacle arm will come out and that'll shoot gas at you. So we're gonna go ahead and drop off the harmonic resonator here. Wait until it shoots and infects one. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Kind of clear the path, get him lined up, which he's not gonna really do, so we're just gonna. Why I recommend having these. They're nice to have. For whatever reason, while I'm reloading, it will not pick up. It will prioritize the reload over picking these up, and I can't pick them up after. So something to be cognizant of if you're doing this. I think it's a bug in the game right now to be able to pick up while you're reloading, or vice versa. Be able to reload at least one weapon while you're holding it. So we go ahead, we pick it back up once we've deposited enough. My boat's over here. I may just go ahead and buy another one so I don't have to go as far. Drop something good. Nice. Alright. Back over here, grab our boat. And then we're on to the last one for this portion of the Easter egg. Going on over through here. I usually check for chests. There's usually some underneath the boat there. Each one. Usually, sometimes it doesn't spawn. So bear that in mind. It's all a little random, whether what spawns where. Here's the other shovel spawn that I was talking about, and then like I was saying on these islands. Seeing any, but like I was saying on these islands, you'll get dig spots on these islands too, as well as the caves. See, like right here. All right, you do have I would say a higher chance of getting some pretty good loot. So right there's one of the spawns. Other side of there can be a spawn. Then over here on the back side can be a spawn. We're not seeing any, so. So there's another dig spot. Zombies won't get into the water that far. They essentially stay out of it. Out some of these kills real quick. Alright. Angler. Gone. Oh my god, we're lagging right now. We witnessed a dev error earlier at a point in the game where we've never witnessed one. So there's potential that we could get booted from the game based off of the current climate. Alright, so once you deposit enough of these, with one person it's 3 on the first and then it's 2 on the rest, and with like any more than 2 it's essentially 3 on each. With 2 or more people playing the game, it's 3 deposits each. Alright, I think that was enough kills to get one of them. Go ahead and nuke them real quick. Alright, so once you complete all 3 of these, we just drove right into that, that's cool. Once you complete all 3 of these, you're gonna head back to the main island. And then from here is where you're going to craft what is known as Smasher. It's a wonder weapon specific for this this level. You're not gonna be able to, as far as I know there's perks, perkacol or gobblegums that will allow you the opportunity to get wonder weapons from crates. But I don't think that you'll be getting a wonder weapon like the one on here on Liberty Falls. I think it's specific to this map. I could be wrong, I haven't tested the theory, but it's a possibility. So we're gonna go ahead and get the 3 plate. My headphone volume is patchy. What the hell is going on right now? So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna come back up here, we're gonna craft that beam smasher. So where you craft the beam smasher at is gonna be in that same room that we were doing the headshot grind in. So we got, well, the unfortunate part is we'll have to drop our pistols. I'm not dropping my, and then what you have to do is unlock these tentacle traps. And of course it's not gonna be this one. Alright, why would it be? Alright, you have to check these tentacle traps and see if you can get, there's a fob, a key fob, or not fob. It's a device of some sort that you're gonna need later that will spawn out of this once you find the right one and shoot it off. Okay, so it's not gonna be this one either, so it looks like we're gonna have to go downstairs. I'm hoping, The shit part about this is if you have a good secondary that you were using, you swap this out with, or a good weapon you're using, you swap this out with, you want it back, you may not get it back because it will despawn. You know, it will despawn. So I'll kind of come back. You want to try to not end a round while you're doing this, because that's when I've noticed that the despawn will happen, is once a round ends. So if you are swapping this out for one of your weapons you're trying to keep, bear that in mind. Try not to complete out the round that you're doing it on. Otherwise, there's a high probability that you're going to lose the weapon you worked so hard to craft. Okay, so we just got it to drop. So we're going to use our ult ability here. Gonna shoot that so we can get out from underneath it. I probably shouldn't have led those zombies through there like that. Okay, we still got some spawning over here, that's good. Alright, the only reason why is because, like I said, I don't want the round to end, I don't want to lose my other weapon. I could honestly care for this weapon the least. Out of all the wonder weapons, this is probably the wonder weapon I dislike the most. Actually, no, I don't say probably. It definitely is. It's like the worst wonder weapon there is. So let's go back over here. Some people like it. I mean, I guess I can't knock it. Some people like it. But for me, negative. So then you'll come up here. What we're going to do is we grab that device that we managed to pull from the trap. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. And we're going to drop this device off right here. Right? What he's going to do is he's going to start uploading a... he's going to start to upload a hack deal on it. Now... God, we're lagging. Now, we have to collect 3 different numbers for a code later. It's going to be the hour hand on this. Pop this, so leave me alone. Hour hand, I believe on that, it's what? 5? So 5, that'll be our first number. There's 3 digits. Then there's gonna be this guy right here. Card, that's 2, so 5, 2. Like I said, it's good to have a like a notebook around or whatever, a little paper, or if you're playing on PC, pull up your notepad. 526. So 526, that's gonna be our number, right? So what we're gonna do with that 526 is we're gonna take it downstairs, back into the terminal terminus room. Alright. Kind of part of this round. Okay. 526 was the number. Hopefully I still remember. You gotta activate this panel, let him talk. Just showing you how the faster way to do this. If you follow the guided thing, you'll eventually get there, but just showing you where you need to go to do the things that you need to do. 526. Alright, so we'll interact with him. 526. And we got the code wrong because we can't read. Alright, so pretty sure the first number was 5, but so it was wrong. It happens. Just life. Now we gotta go back upstairs and look at the hour hand again because I apparently messed that one up. The 2 and the 6 are easy to read. The hour hand is what gets a little tricky, especially when they're stacked on top of each other like that. Because they have an hour, minute, and second hand. It's kind of hard to differentiate, especially when they're stacked on top of each other. I feel like they made the hour hand a lot longer than what an actual hour hand is supposed to be. So I guess it's gonna be 6. That's the only other option here. 6, 2. 6. So we're going back downstairs. We're gonna go this other way first. Alright, this time. Quick, easy way. 626. See if this is it. Hour hand's probably the biggest issue you're gonna have with this part, and figuring out where it's at, especially when you got them stacked like they were. Oh, 6, 2, 6. Okay, it says unlock. So if you're playing just by yourself, you only have to turn one of these. But based off the amount of people that you're playing with will determine the amount of those that you actually have to get. Now, the outside of this terminus area is going to be locked now that we've activated this. What's going to happen is this little center pod's going to open and it's going to spawn this guy named Nathan, like an overpowered amalgam with a name. And you're going to do everything you can to deplete him of his life before he does the same of yours, while dodging all these zombie spawns. And once he's dead, this will happen. Get a little cutscene, I'll let y'all watch that on your own. I've already seen it a few times. And then every time, right here, you're gonna jump off the side. The second you spawn off this bridge, you're gonna get this key card. This key card's gonna lead you to a boat. Alright, you're gonna need to go to a boat. Like I said, you can follow directive mode and listen to all the little nodes and crap that they want you to go to, but we're gonna go where we know we need to go, and that's to the boat. Back there at the port. Pick up that boat, we're gonna go to the wrecked ship. Now if you have two people, this is actually this part's a little easier, but I mean it's not terrible, it's not unmanageable with one. It's definitely not unmanageable one, especially if you have the Sally and Forth pistols. Right here you're gonna have spawns, right? Eliminate the parasites. Dude, we're lagging right now and I do not know why. Then you're gonna go into this room, and then the second you go into this room and pick up one of these nodes, the door's gonna lock, right? So this is why you use Sally and Forth, right? All you just do is point and click, right? Point and click, yeah, especially we have, what, pack 3, legendary. I suggest just shooting with one side at a time, so you always have one that's active and available to shoot. So whether you start with the left or the right, doesn't matter. Just pick one side and then alternate once you reload with the other. I like to sit in this corner. For me, it seems to be about the best way to control the spawns. Plus, once this round is over, you want to leave. Especially if you're playing with multiple people and you're on a higher round, because you will get hung up inside of the thing. You will get stuck in that room, and if amalgam spawns in there, dude, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. So there's 3 different spawn locations for these, right? These little nodes that I got here on my back. That you'll need to connect these at. Excuse me. That's another reason why I like to use the Aether Shroud. If I didn't have a nuke, I could pop my Aether Shroud and then just connect that real quick. So we dropped the first one off. Now if you're playing solo, this is a part that I was talking about that can be a little annoying, that you have to go back. There used to be a duplication thing where you can dupe the node without having to go back. You just dupe it as you go to try to interact with the repair spot. But normal way, we're gonna have to do it the normal way. I come back here, grab another node, back into our boat, and then back to the next location to deposit it's at. So this one's showing us that it's in Sea Cave. There are only 3 spawns, right? There's the one that y'all just seen at Crab Island. It's the closest island to you whenever you get out of the ship. And then the other one is at Sea Cave. The side with, what you call it? The damn... Speed Cola. No. Cola. Should be the one with... Wait. It's on Seaport. I'm blind. I'm legally blind. No? Actually, no, it's not. Okay, cool. We're good. I get my sides mixed up. We're good. Okay. Yeah. Here's one of the spots. You know, drop in here. Start doing your repairs. Watch your back. Get a little sketchy. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna trigger the dialogue that's happening right now. They're talking about whatever. I never really paid attention to it, so y'all if y'all want to. Did that get us our gold? Yes it did. Alright, so we got Mystic Gold. Technically we're finished with this gun. I could back out. Honestly, probably should, but we'll just continue with the walkthrough. So, once we drop those off, we're going to go back to where we dropped off the device. And he's encrypted it or whatever. He's uploaded the hacking software that we're going to need to use for the next part, which is where we are going currently. So, once he's finished talking, we're going to come to the door. He's going to drop this into the drop box. The hacking device, and then we'll be able to pick it up. Still waiting. Got all day for your side talk BS. So we waited for our round to restart. That's great. Thank you. Appreciate it. So, good part about this guided mode is, corrective mode, this show use. Now, you won't be able to get all of the like the calling card. You won't be able to get the calling card, the skin, etc. if you're doing this in directed mode. So just bear that in mind. This is just a good way to do like dry runs on the main boss. Essentially, I would say a live run, dry run kind of deal. To get used to all of the steps that you need to do to activate the final boss Easter egg. This is just a good way to do it. And we'll go ahead, we'll get in here. I like to personally, because you won't have these to look at, I like to start here and then just work counterclockwise. For me, it's the easiest way to remember. Whatever works for you. Doesn't really matter, but pull up real fast, deactivate yourself from the boat, and then start hacking the buoy. Once you hack the first one, you see a 2-minute timer started. Once that 2-minute timer starts, you know, you got some time. You know, 2 minutes, that's pretty quick, right? But you want to kind of move, especially if you run into some issues. You're at a higher round, you're running into more zombie spawns, etc. This is the way I like to go because I can remember where everything is doing it this way. Especially when you won't have the map markers. And apparently that we're not going to hack today. Alright, thank you. So that's something you got to be weary of. As you can tell, I'm kind of like off the end of the boat. You can jump into the water and do it. You'll be able to do it before you drown. It's easy enough. And especially if you're on solo, it actually might be better because you could potentially be protected more from the attacks. But if you do it fast enough, you're good. But just remember, if you're staying on the boat, you're looking in the direction of the boat like it's in your peripheral. There's a chance you could interact with the boat and try to, you know, essentially drive the boat again when you should be hacking. So bear that in mind. Probably best to just hop in the water, but I've gotten used to this method, so kind of what I'm sticking with. What I do at this last buoy, since I go counterclockwise, is I rotate around 180 degrees, and I cut back through here. You're going to have access to this cave. That'll get you where you need to go to next. I would say probably about as quick as you can what's gonna happen here is you're gonna have these little silos that you're gonna have to go to deactivate. You gotta deactivate these. You only have so much time to do it, so it's kind of imperative that you move relatively quick. You can do things like the chime monkeys. The chime monkeys work really well. You have the Aether Shroud ability. It works really well. Then you can also just kind of work down the round. The thing is, once you start defusing, you can't stop defusing. I haven't been able to. Maybe there's a way around it. I don't know. You have 4.5 minutes to do this though, so it's not like you're on a time limit, but you don't have to do them like back to back to back to back. You know, you need to work down the round a little bit, clear you up some headspace. You don't have enough, you know, ability built up or whatever. You can always clear down the round a little bit. I probably should have cleared that down a little more. I'm probably gonna go down here in a second. That's gonna suck. Okay, so even when you don't plan, like I did, you can still manage to make it. I mean, it's not impossible. And we're just gonna go ahead and pop this so we can. Why are we not defusing? Come on, man. See, this is, you know, you run into bugs like that, and it's kind of, it hurts your soul, right? Just trying to finish this. Once you deactivate the third nuke, this immense zombie spawn ends, right? So you're good. If you can finish that third one before you go down, you can risk it for the biscuit. It's worth it. What that's gonna do is that's gonna unlock the final part of the mission boss fight, right? You'll be capped at round 15 for the directed mode, as you can tell. Well, you can't tell because my face is in the way. But you'll be round capped at 15, and I'll actually move in a second, and I'll actually move my character to where y'all can see. Or I'll move my camera. Or I'll deactivate it real quick so y'all what I'm talking about with the round cap if you haven't seen it. Directed mode. I should just kind of pop in the water here. I can do it. Let's see. Camera. So right there, you can see the round cap 15. Feel free to pause that, go back. You can rewind if you're watching the stream. But that's your round cap 15 on guided mode, directed mode. I keep saying guided. That's not what it's called. At this point, this is where you're wanting to make sure that you're getting, you know, whatever you need. Like, if you don't have all your perks, you need to get all your perks. If you don't have, well, I wouldn't say all your perks. You do need a couple of perks. I'll definitely recommend Jugnog. Like 100% Jugnog for sure. Probably get Deadshot Daiquiri if you can. Quick Revive, Stamina, and Speed Cola. Like, minimum, I would say all of those. And then, of course, if you're running these guys, you know, make sure you have PhD Flopper. There is a ammo crate into the next part where we're going to be going here in a minute. So you won't necessarily have to worry about hitting ammo out here, but you can if you want to. You're already out here, so you might as well. What we're going to do is my method I'd like to do is I like to come in here. I like to get me a super mutant deal, right? Just a whole nother round spawn. I realize it. Super mutant or chopper gunner. Either one of those will work just fine. I'm going with super mutant because I'm soloed right now. And honestly, I think that's probably the better way to go. The chopper gunner is a great method to use, especially if you have more than one person. I would say, personally. Maybe capped at 15, but they're playing like they're on a higher level. Okay, so we gotta get our armor up. We'll get the super mutant, and I'm gonna swing back around for the chime monkeys. And then once we get 2 of those, Then we'll pop in. I'll show y'all how the boss fight works. Or at least how I figured out how it works. I know there's better methods out there. I don't know if y'all have seen and or done them, but you know there are other methods out there, probably better ones. Honestly, could have probably gotten a self. Oh, we're just gonna send it. Got enough. We got enough to get it done. We should at least have enough to get it done. So on to the next portion of this, which is the boss fight. Like I said, this is guided or whatever, directed, so you're not going to be able to achieve like the full, like all the rewards, but it is a good way to do dry runs and kind of get used to the way the fight works. So during your rotations, this is the way I work it, so I do differently. During your rotations, you wanna work the arms. All right, you wanna make sure because they'll continuously spawn this fucking obnoxious gas. That first round, the first portion of the round, what we were just doing, you can shoot the zombie you can shoot Patient 13 just about anywhere. He'll take damage about the same. Obviously, if you shoot him in the shoulders where his blisters appear, they'll do more damage. But I mean, it's negligible. So I mean, you can kind of just shoot wherever. So keep the you want to keep working these arms. You want to make sure that Jesus, dude, I got an audio bug like no other right now. Keep working down the arms, making sure that you're kind of keeping those down. Now in this round, the main point of interest for his shots is going to be right at his mouth, where we were just shooting. That's where you're going to do the most damage. And then he'll reach a point where you're not shooting at his mouth anymore. His arms will do this, and that's when you're about halfway through the second round. About halfway through the second third of health. And you're going to have to focus on his arms. He'll be immune everywhere else. So, these little blister spots, once they pop, that arm's done. Then you can move on to the next arm. Which looks like we only had to take down one. Oh no, there he goes. Alright, so there goes the second arm. We will be moving on to the third round here in a minute. He's gonna... Well, I was gonna say he's gonna stay down, but... So now, he'll go red again. Shoot more shots back into his face. We're just gonna do another rotation. And if I had a full power, that would be great. Stupendous. Alright, so he's gonna come back up here in the center again. Get rid of this mangler. Leaves me the hell alone. Alright. So that should have finished. That should have finished him? I think that did. Okay. So now the second portion of this is done. And we're essentially just focusing on arms now. We're gonna focus on these arms, destroying them. Try not to die to these other zombies. You're gonna have mangler spawns. You're gonna be at a higher level on the regular mode, so there's gonna be amalgam spawns. I mean, if you're at like 30 plus, see, we got an amalgam spawn here, and we're only on 15. If you're at 30 plus, you're gonna get a few amalgams spawning. So what I would recommend is best to have somebody that's focusing on these arms during this round. If you're doing this with more people, one person focusing on arms while the other focuses on the amalgam and the other heavies. Because they're gonna be probably your biggest pain in the ass while you're attempting to complete this. Honestly. Like, the boss isn't even that bad, which we need to move because he's about to block off our play space. Okay, so what happens here is you get sent off the fucking map. Which, apparently this is a spot where you can be safe, and it is. Okay, cool. So here you go, guys. Something I've been meaning to test out. I hadn't tested out yet. You won't be immune from the gas, but you'll essentially be immune from everything else. He just ate me? I've never, okay, so when he does that, you'll get eaten. But basically you just want to stay out from in front of him. Apparently when you use, your ability, you're not immune from that. It's just kind of fucking stupid, but whatever. We could have finished him, but it is what it is. That's what happens when you die, when you get attacked by his stupid fucking tongue. We could have just... But what you need to do there at the end is not be behind him, because he limits the play space essentially to just in front of him. And then, you know, if you're locked out behind him, you're fucked. That's pretty much it. As you can tell there, you got to try and get back in, and you know, you got an immense amount of zombies to try and dodge while you're doing that. So, really want to kind of focus up staying in that frontal, that front area where you're entering at. Oh, let's see, what time is it? I think we're gonna go on a quick little intermission. Actually, I think we are going to wrap it up here. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. We got some stuff we need to do before Thanksgiving and stuff, but the ideas will be back on later, so please stay tuned. Make sure you have your notifications on. Make sure you're subscribed, following, all that good stuff. We will be going live later. We'll probably be playing with maybe Iron Sam, grinding more camos. Might pop into some multiplayer. Not entirely sure, but we got some few things that we need to do today before we continue any further with the game. So please, if you haven't done so, make sure you're following, and we will catch you on the next one. Then, sign out.